So we have a wonderful guest. His name is David Fabbri. He is the founder and the CEO of Fabbri Project. He's joining us in a minute or so, but what's amazing about that, there he is that it's great for real estate, for interior designers, architects, and value engineering. So there's a lot to learn. So let's start. David, I see you joined.
Buonasera.
Ah, there you are. Hi. Can you hear
Come
me?
stai?
Can you hear me?
Very well, you?
Oh, perfect. Yeah, great. Well, thank you. And my goodness, Italian time zones, sometimes it's just
No problem, no
Monday
problem.
morning.
Monday morning,
Buongiorno. Yes. Well,
buongiorno. It's Monday morning for everyone.
for everyone. Some things start off smooth, some things start a little bit like, like not
Yes,
so
yes.
smooth. Wonderful.
But
Well, so David, so for those unfamiliar with your work, for those who will be listening, what exactly is value engineering and how does it apply in real estate and design?
the value engineering is the activity that take care about the interest of the investors, uh, making the balance between the aesthetic needs and the budget at disposal of the investor. Uh, for do this job, it's necessary to know the material, the finishing, the process production, and thanks to this activity, finally, it's possible to respect the budget that is in the intent of the investor, finally, respecting, of course, the concept of the architect, finally.
Right. So, but so value engineering, from what I understand, is more like for people who put the money in, right? For the investors, as you said, to make sure that, but is it like for them, let's say they have a budget, right? An investor,
Yeah,
say they have a
yeah.
budget for a certain project. So is value engineering to make sure that they stick to the budget or actually to lower the cost?
Okay, good question. Of course, the starting point usually is the project of the architect. Okay, usually, of course, the architect do his job. I mean, when the project is realized, they cannot think also about the budget. Okay, so starting from the project of the architect, our capability is to find alternative solutions, finishing materials and whatever that again respect maybe not 100%, but maybe 80-90% the concept of the architect, and on the other side the budget. Okay, the secret of this job is that again it's necessary to know the material, the process production, because to respect the budget and maybe also to reduce the initial budget, it's necessary to make an analysis the, the material specified in the project. I would like to make only one example, okay? For example, for fabrics, just to make my word more deeper, no? Okay? Usually, sometimes unspecified important fabrics, that has a very important cost. Okay, so our capability is to produce fabrics, okay, that are alternative, of course, similar, not copy, of course, similar, but in the price that could be the alpha or one third of the original cost. This is just one example, but this example could be extended also to other
Right, right, right.
materials.
Well, we will come
Okay.
to that example because I do have a question, so you can actually provide that
Very
actual
good.
example, so you can do that.
Sorry, I anticipate to you.
No, 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 that's wonderful. So let's say, so David, so Italy, right, is known for quality craftsmanship. So how do you help clients access Italian manufacturing without the typical luxury markups?
Okay, when we speak about production in Italy, the situation is very wide. I mean, you can have a luxury producer, you can have an artisan, and you can have no brand companies that can make something similar to the luxury producer. Okay, the matter is that we are in this market since 40 years. Okay, so we know from the luxury producer to the producer that produce for the luxury companies. Okay, so the matter is to have a very deep knowledge about the market. Okay, and in particular to produce, to know the production that can be done according to the project. I'm speaking about customized production.
Right, right,
Okay.
right. And you have also, I think, for listeners to, I guess, because sometimes, like when I used to speak to people, and sometimes people have this idea that custom made and all of that, Italian like people have an idea that, oh, it's going to be very expensive, when in fact, I feel like, can you explain in a few words why your access that you have, right, with your company Fabbri project, why that it can be very significant for people to actually reduce the cost to their surprise and having that high standard quality still.
To answer to your question, first of all, it's necessary to divide the residential project and the commercial project, two different ways. Okay. For residential project, usually the people all around the world knows only the famous brand company. Okay, but in Italy there are a lot of no brand companies that can produce something similar in terms of quality. The problem that these companies are unknown all around the world. Okay, because we have a small producer that are not known, but has a good quality. Okay, so this for residential is a good way to optimize the cost. Okay. About residential, sorry, commercial project, usually the production should be customized. I mean, for example, if we speak about hotels, of course, we start from the concept of the architect. Would be chain hotel, the famous chain hotel that we know all around the world. Of course, the concept is done from their architects. Okay. In this case, the production is completely custom made. I mean, no way to specify something by catalog. This is the exception. Okay. In this case, the production is made according to the drawing. So our capability is to engineer, to industrialize the items designed by the architect. Making, first of all, the shop drawing, I mean the technical drawing, to be approved from the chain, from the architect, from the investors, okay? And then to make the mock-up. And then when everything is accepted, to start the mass production.
Right. I see. And
Okay.
and what kind of cost savings can developers or interior designers realistically expect when working through your network?
The saving could be something significant. I mean, of course, it's difficult to say 5, 10, 15%. According to the project, of course, we are able to optimize the cost, as I told you before. Also because I live in a district in Italy, that is the district of Pesaro, my town, that is well known all around the world for the production of customized and catalog items. Okay, that are again in the expectation of the investors. Okay, so this district developed since 40 years this attitude to work in this direction, respecting, of course, the quality. Okay,
Mm. Okay, so yeah, so as you said, you cannot give an exact estimate because it's project based, but
this is project
you're
based, yes.
confident that they will like save a percentage,
100%.
working with
This
you
is
through your
100%. This is
100%.
100%. Then it's not professional to say 5, 10% because depend on the project. Okay, but for sure the saving will be 100%.
But they will like, would it be significant saving for them? Because, like if it's like very little, sometimes, because the way from, as you know, I'm surrounded by a lot of real estate investors.
Yeah, yeah.
And from what I hear, they often have their own contacts that they work with, familiar contacts, so they always go to the same kind of contact. So I think for them to make the step to try to work through your network, right, directly with you, it's almost like there has to be like a significant sort of like shift for them to
Oh,
make that step. Do you believe that that will be the case?
yes, yes, I understand what you're saying, but okay, they can have also their contact. I see, I respect, but the matter is then who take cares about this contact? I don't say that the work should be made only through our local contacts. My job is to take care about the interest, generally speaking. Okay, so if there are some contacts related to the investors, but then who take care in a realistic way about the timetable of the production, about the quality, and finally what they promise on theory, on paper, then will be realized in a practical way. Okay, so uh, my job is really to help in all the direction of the investors because everyone is able to say you can save, but then someone should check if these promises will come through. Okay.
Right, right, right.
Of,
And
of course, my connection here in my district is everything is under control. Okay, so preferably I use my contacts here locally, but I am also open to take care about some contacts that can be in relation with the investors. Uh,
right.
Taking care about that they really can do what they promise. Okay.
Right, right, right. Okay. And so, where do most real estate investors or developers unknowingly overspend, and how do you step in to optimize those costs?
You mean the way of optimize how I
Like
can
where,
do it?
like because you've worked on so many projects, right, over the past
Yeah,
40
yes,
years. So where do
yes.
you see that, the real estate investors that they or developers unknowingly without really understanding or thinking that they overspend, that put too much money into something that they don't really even are aware of it, and then you can see that and you come in and you optimize the cost? Like what is the main, is there like something that is very frequently that you can see that the real estate investors overspend on?
I mean, recently we are developing a lot of hospitality projects because now is a booming for the tourism in Italy and not only in Italy. Okay, so we are specializing more and more for hospitality, for hotels. I mean, okay, for hotels that belong to 4 or 5 stars. That also belongs to famous chain. Okay, in this direction, our capability to optimize the cost is absolutely very, very strong. Okay. On the opposite, on residential is another story because then if we are speaking about villa or whatever, is another type of work because in this way, or you buy directly from the famous brand, or as I told you before, we can find the alternative to the famous brand. Okay. If we speak about residential for maybe for building, okay, here in our district we have a mass production of kitchen, wardrobes, bath that we are exporting for example, in North America a lot for the building. Okay, I mean, usually in these buildings, the main contractor usually buy also some furnishing because when he sell the apartment or he rent the kitchen, usually the kitchen, the wardrobes and the bathroom are inside the apartment. Okay, are furnished with these items. Okay.
Right.
So this is the general view of the situation that I'm telling to you.
Right. And David, can you walk us through a recent project where value engineering significantly improved both design and budget outcomes that you did, your recent project?
This is, thanks for the question because just now we are finishing one Marriott hotel
Marriott
in
Hotel, okay.
yes in Siena in Tuscany. Okay.
Tuscany, okay. I
Yes.
can
Okay.
go have a visit there. Do you get discount?
Yeah, you can come. I am waiting for you there.
I want a really nice room.
Yes. Was a big challenge to be honest because the budget was very strictly,
Mm,
but thanks to the experience and then capability that I summarized to you before, we succeeded to find the balance between the aesthetics and the budget needs finally. Okay.
yeah,
So this hotel will be open at end of June. Okay,
right.
so we are on the way to finalize. So this is a fantastic visit card for everyone that wanted to see to check this hotel.
And can you give us a little idea, like as in, I don't know, maybe in percentage or something that you can say, like, this is how much we managed to significantly like, we had the balance between, as you said, aesthetics, architectural, the design and the budget. So like, by how many percent were you able to like save them money, lower the price, like something like that, so we get an idea.
In terms of percentage, to be honest, is difficult. But if we have respected the specification under percent, the architectural specification, I mean 100%, I think that the cost will be at least 30% more, at
If
least.
you just follow by the architectural design, like what,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. Okay. If I follow
If you
follow
just, okay.
all the items and the finishing specified by the architect, the cost will be at least 30% more.
At least,
I'm sure.
okay. So you saved basically already, like in a sense, like
Yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of like it's sticking to the budget, lowering the budget, but then sometimes making sure that it doesn't go over the budget because they like investors, they have a budget, right? That's it. Like they don't think about the side of architects and how but the architect, they don't think about budget too much. They think they do, but they don't really, do they?
No, they do their job, of course. When they draw a concept, they can think how much cost. I understand. Okay, so they try to do the concept according to the best idea to make something nice. Okay, but then in the Anglo-Saxon way to do the work, there is someone like our company that is able to optimize this work. Okay, so
Right.
is a sort of game of the part. I mean, the architect do the job, and then someone should should take the project that I usually say is from the moon and I put on the earth. Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Okay.
Bringing the
Okay.
moon to the earth
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
with the
Like
strings.
like this.
Yeah.
Because it's very difficult because you must know the material, the process production, how to optimize, and this became a job. Okay, finally.
Right, right, right. Well, yeah. Well, congratulations on your completion of your Marriott Hotel project. That's hopefully I'll have the chance to have a peek one day. Um, I will talk to you about something, by the way. I need to ask you a question about
Yeah,
something completely unrelated to this, but it's something to do with Italian.
yeah.
Anyhow, also, I think it's really important to know for people to, to see the value in what you do is how early in the planning or architectural phase should someone bring in a partner like you? How early in the project?
So, sorry, what you mean in particular?
So like when obviously when they have a project, right? There's phases, right? Until
Yeah, see,
completion,
yeah,
from the beginning till completion, right? So
yeah.
how early within that should they bring in someone like you to help with the
No,
project?
yes. The idea should be from the beginning. To give another example, now I'm doing one villa in Greece, okay, for English people, okay, and
In Greece, yeah?
yes, in Greece, in Lefkada Island, just to be more precise, okay. And this is the perfect solution because we are taking care about the project, optimizing all the choice of the investors. Also, they come here to see the producers of the items that we suggest, let me say, suggest for the project. So it's a teamwork with the investors that we usually again invite also here to see really the production of the stuff. Okay, so starting from the beginning, this is the best way to find the right way to optimize the project. Okay,
All right, from the start.
from the start, from the
Mhm.
start.
From the
Not,
suggestion.
not
Right, right,
See,
right.
not on the way. Otherwise, on the way is a headache because you should work in something that maybe started not in the right way.
Right, right, right.
So, so the starting of the project could be the right time to enter in the project for
For
optimize.
value engineering, for
Formal engineer,
engineering
yes, yes,
services,
yes, yes,
right?
yes, 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 yes.
And from sourcing marble to bespoke furniture, so what areas of a project benefit the most from your Italian connections? But from, I believe it's kind of like a lot. I mean, I think you do a lot, like
Yes, yes, yes,
like
yes.
everything.
Because Italy is something that every district is specialized in something. No, this belongs to history of the country where each district is each area develop some expertise. No, okay.
Right, right, right.
Uh, for example, in Tuscany, you can find the marble slabs of, that belongs to the history, the marble that Michelangelo used for his
Ah,
works.
there it goes. It has a
So,
history, so they have they're experienced
yes.
by now, right?
No, no,
He's
of course.
Michelangelo set the right standard.
No, Michelangelo went in the cave, to choose the block, the block that then he work the
Sculpting.
block, yes, and make David. So this is the method. For furnishing, we have a different area, the north of Italy, Milano, Veneto, and then my region, Marche region, that are well known for the production of furnishing.
Right. So you've mentioned earlier that obviously people can work, especially when it's residential, like people can usually they work with brands they know, like the famous brands, right?
Yeah.
Obviously the famous brands usually come with the famous quality that they come with. Um, so, and you've mentioned that because of your connections with all the manufacturers in Italy, in your like your local area, they, even if they're not famous, but they can produce to that same level as the famous brands because, again, from 40 years of your experience doing this, they know, they all know from one another who's producing what, and so they can produce to that high quality. But is there anything you can add? Like, how do you ensure that cost savings don't compromise quality, especially in high-end developments?
Okay, good question. The answer is a little bit not complicated, but okay.
But a
If
little
we are
bit
speaking,
complicated, just a little
no, no,
bit.
okay. Um, okay, if we speak about residential, of course, the brand company, if someone want some brand company in his house or villa, whatever, he should buy the brand, okay? Because someone like to have a brand stuff in his house, in his villa, could be, okay? Okay. Maybe not in all the house, in all the villa, okay? So in this way, again, the balance between the necessity of the investor to have some brand name stuff in the house, maybe for the most important rooms like the master bedroom or the living room where the guests arrive. Okay, so they like to have some famous sofa or whatever. Okay, but for my experience, no one make the completely villa or house with only brands, because then you need a significant budget at your disposal. Okay, so in this case, the balance between some stuff that can be from brands and other stuff that can be from alternative companies, maybe from the not most important rooms, then in this case you can do a good way to respect the budget. If finally the budget is so strictly, you can substitute the brand stuff items with alternative ones that are cheaper, of course, and the cost can be reasonable. Okay, so again, is a job that necessity to be in contact with with the investor, with the sentiment, with the vibes of the investor, and and the budget. Okay, so necessary my sensibility that enter in relation with the people of the family, if we are speaking about residential, because in the residential everyone wants to say something, the mother, the husband, and everyone. Okay,
Which makes
so
it difficult as well, right?
this makes difficult, very difficult to be honest,
Yeah.
very difficult, very difficult. In commercial, it's different for hotel because it is
Would you say
more
it's easier commercial than residential? What would you say it's easier to work on?
no, commercial is different because there is a business plan. Okay, the concept is strictly. I mean, okay. In residential, they can change the idea 1 million times.
Emotions can change
Emotions,
everything.
yes, emotion. I see this, I saw that, I went there. Okay. No, in the test, this is the concept. Okay, this is the budget. Okay, started the engineering the development. So it's another approach. Sometimes
Right.
residential is a little bit complicated. Let's say.
Oh my goodness, I can imagine. Yeah, especially,
Yeah,
if we are working with Italian families, right?
and to be honest, I work with a lot of families that belongs to different countries. So in the past I worked with with country that belongs to ex-Soviet Union area. No,
Ooh,
I work a lot with Russia,
yeah.
Uzbekistan. I did a lot of projects there.
Right, right.
And then in the Middle East, I know the attitude to the work. And now in Europe also recently. Salute.
Thank you. Grazie, grazie. So, so you work with architects, designers, developers, even yacht and hotel projects. How do you customize your service for each type of client?
I mean, depend the approach. Let me say we are in the middle. We are in the middle of all these actors. Okay,
Mm.
and our capability is to link together all the needs of everyone, because architect makes their job, investors as is needs. So to be in the middle sometimes is not easy, but this is the job, of course, and we try to respect the needs of everyone. But finally, we must find a solution that go in the direction to the investors' needs. Finally, okay.
Yeah, the investor. So basically, the investor is always at the forefront.
Yes, forefront, absolutely, because we work for them. We,
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
work.
yeah. And that's really, I think that's really helpful. So for my real estate and interior design context listening, what's the first step if they want to explore working with you?
The matter is to understand what they are developing, which type of project, if residential, if it is commercial, and then to be in contact with them to understand which is the way to arrive to finalize the concept on the reality finally. Okay, so it's a matter to meet each other, so to speak, and finally to to realize the project again in the interest of whom will invest money.
Right, who's gonna pay the bill, right?
Yes.
And one thing that I've heard quite often as well when I would, speak to my real estate contact is that obviously it's based in Italy, right? You're based in Italy. The
Yeah.
the manufacturing is based in Italy. And so for the contacts who are all the way over to US or maybe Australia, I've got a few contacts from Australia, for example, which is on the other side of the world. So they so for them, they think, okay, well, maybe they will be saving some money, but then the to get to where they are, to get the goods, if they need, so that they feel that that's not gonna be helpful. Is there anything you can say on how you work, and is it worthwhile to work with people from all around the world, like even Australia, US? Will there be significant savings still for them?
Of course, this is a good question. I mean, the people that stay in USA or Australia, they say, "How you can manage project if you are located in Italy?" Of course, but the matter is that finally all my job. Of course, I can move easily. This is no problem. Now entering the team, my two sons. Okay, that my son now is in USA, making some contacts, speaking with some people in New York, in Miami. Okay, so we have also this capability, the help of my sons. Anyway, then my work will use, let me say, will use some companies that can do the physical job. Okay, so this company has the attitude, the capability, the experience to work all around the world because they have project manager, site manager, and they know how to work abroad. Okay, so again, building a team of people and companies that have this expertise to work all around the world.
Right. So you have a team, and that's not an issue. They can travel, they can work all around the world. But what about the actual goods? So, for example, you have, let's say you have a real estate client, right? Let's say
Yeah,
in Australia, let's say they
yeah,
do like a multi-unit, maybe like
yeah.
20 doors, 40 doors, right? And they need everything, kitchen, bathroom, so for all the 20 units. But to deliver that from Italy all the way to Australia, will that be like, because obviously the transport, the transportation. So will there be still a savings for them? Will that be even useful at all to do that?
Oh yes, of course, because we know everything about logistic. We know everything about fitting. So we have a team of people that can move all around the world, or we can send the project manager that taking care about local fitters because in the way is cheaper, of course. Okay, so we have the solutions for each needs. Depend on the project. But to take about a site is our expertise because of course we went there. We see how the site is organized. Of course, we start everything from the drawing of the site, but then because I don't trust to the drawing, finally I needed to see the real building how is done finally. Okay, because I wanted to be sure that the site is ready to receive the furnishing that we will send. Because I want to be sure about the position of the plug, of the water. So I want to see how the plumber and the electricity company work because everything will be needed for the furnishing that should fit with the position of this
The design?
electricity and plumbing work. Okay.
Right. I see. All right. So basically what you're saying is it's not an issue, even if you're based in Italy,
No,
manufacturing in
no,
Italy, you
no,
can you
no.
can do work worldwide for
Yes,
any
100%,
context in Australia or America or Canada.
100%,
It would still be
100%,
a great for them too. Okay, that's good.
100%, 100%.
And so they can get in touch with you. I will obviously include your website, so they will be able to get in touch with you directly, or they can always go get in touch through me, and then I can introduce them to you because I know you so well now.
No, I prefer that you
All
speak with
right.
them because
All right.
this work belongs to trust relation. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. So they can get in
important.
touch and they can get in touch with me first, and then I'll be able to
Oh,
direct them to you.
yes,
That sounds
because
good.
your position is very important in the teamwork. I mean, this work is based on a trust relation. So I prefer that you taking care about this relation. Then we come back to me and we speak together. But I would like that you introduce everything. To be honest.
Sounds good. Yes. And you're the busy CEO, so of course you got a lot on your
Okay.
hands. Well, thank you
Okay.
so much, David. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. It's great to see you again. I hope to see you in Italy soon.
I
Um,
hope.
I will, after this call, I'll send you a text. I want to ask you something else. Maybe you can advise me because you're based
Okay.
locally. But yeah, thank you so much again. And
Okay.
yeah, and hopefully
Thank
people
you.
will be excited and get more clients. Have a great day, David. Have a
Okay.
wonderful
Thank
week.
you very much. Take care. Take care. Bye. Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. Ciao. Ciao. Ciao.